Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kwadash, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kwadash, Brakatham. Double honor to our apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. This is Ra'ab Amath with the Nebraska campus, GMS Push to the Mark. Today I want to go over a little quick dive in dealing with this article dealing with the Haitian government, which the brother within his camp by the name of Azaria, he had sent me this. So it kind of made me go, look and research and do some digging. And let's see here. Let's see if it's going to load up for me. All right. The name of the article in particular is Nations Consider Sending Troops to Haiti Despite Troubled Past Foreign Intervention. Okay, it says the Nations Security Council is considering an international intervention in Haiti to open up aid corridors and resolve what the UN Secretary General calls an absolute nightmare situation. Now you got to consider why is this a nightmare situation? Why do they want to get involved? Because there's plenty of situations going on in the earth, and America doesn't want to get involved. So that's a red flag right there. You didn't want to go over there and help out, the Northern Kingdom, but you keep wanting to go over here. It got to be something that's lucrative, So that's what I'm insinuating. Okay. It says, an absolute nightmare situation. Armed gangs have blocked the main fuel terminal in the capital since last month and severed access to aid routes. The country has been racked by weeks of unrest, with many taking to the streets protesting against higher fuel prices, fuel and food prices, demanding the resignation of Prime Minister Ariel Henry. Nearly half of the population faces acute hunger, and now the country faces an outbreak of cholera. So this is, man, Esau's just, he's it's getting old, but it's he got it down to a T. The machine of lies he sets up, and the reason why I'm saying that is because, once you follow that money and you start looking at certain things of what's going on, then you'll see. And you can see when you go into that, okay, well, why is there food shortages? 82% of all of exports, or I think it's 89% of exports, specifically in oil, is funded from the U.S. So one thing we have to keep in mind is that, all these countries are relying on Babylon on this side of the hemisphere. It's like I lost my train of thought, but I'm going to just continue in this direction. Babylon, this side of this hemisphere is relying on the U.S. and Canada oil, but mainly the U.S. oil. And so once you follow that money and see that, okay, Joe Biden, used the oil reserves. You got, the CVD, pandemic that came to pass, and they can blame that uprising. They can blame that scarcity of crude oil on that, but really it's all a setup. It's all a setup. They want to run out. Biden used that oil purposely because they want to run out of oil because, the brother sent a list a long time ago in reference to what things are used off petroleum. And that's the reason why there's food shortages, because it takes oil and crude oil and the things that are made of petroleum and to run the machines to make whatever. Because to stain wood or to make styrofoam or all these things become short in shortage. Okay, the gas prices go up, the food prices go up. And what this is like an invisible siege, It's an invisible siege. And once you follow the money and you go back to 2017, the year before the earthquake, and Haiti was okay. They paid their debts. I forget what happened or when it happened, but in that year, they were growing, not in population, but they were growing economically, okay, in pretty much a percent in the right direction. As soon as that happened, an earthquake conveniently happens. You know, God's plan, you may say. You know, I would say otherwise, or assume otherwise. And shit, it's kind of crazy because it is demographic. They're suing for these type of things nowadays, but who am I? But that's what they're doing. They're trying to attack free speech. But back to what I was saying is that Esau has the ability to manipulate, things via heart. Okay, high aurora, ready roll frequency program or something like that. But yeah, the heart program. But getting back to that, they pretty much, once 2018 hit, now if you look at oil exports from 2010 to 2017, it's not even hitting. It's barely hitting a million. It's probably like 1 year hit a million. Now, you could say the oil exports were going to a different country, which could have been Great Britain or however the exports were going in that direction. But we know that one thing is that the U.S. wouldn't get none of that bread. And all of a sudden, the tables, the contracts flip-flop after that natural disaster, if you know what I mean, and now they're getting that. As soon as you get up, they're going to pull you down. And then Babylon pretty much is extorting them. Yeah, I'm saying, you need this. We done wrecked you. Now you got to borrow money. You got to do this. Now you need us. You know what I'm saying? So give us that bread that y'all got. Put them on a leashed onto them like a leech, man, and grab hold of them using that debt. And ultimately, they're trying to push that democracy, man, But let's see here. I want to go into something else. It's an article I was reading, and it's not even an article. This is an official website of the United States government, okay? This is the U.S. Department of State. I typed in, I forgot what I typed in to get here, but it's like Haiti and the U.S. relations. That's what I typed in, Haiti and U.S. relations. And it brought me this article. It says, U.S. relations with Haiti, bilateral relations, fact sheet, Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I want to get this precept, Salaki, as the foundation of what's being said today, because everything got to have the script. Yeah, Salakia cut me out. We back rolling. All right, it says we're going to go into Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 11. We're going to start at verse 10, It says, never trust thine enemy, okay? And people from America, a lot of these bonehead Americans from the outside looking in or inside looking out, why y'all mad at us, or that's your problem, that's why y'all poor, or just, we had to help y'all in these times, not knowing that they do that shit to infiltrate their systems and put them taxes, them old Roman style taxes on these countries, but with a more of a political standpoint, via through economics, via through resources, okay? Just like the trade routes. It's all about the trade routes. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? These economic resources, and you force everybody to need it, and you're the only one that's selling it, or you got the market monopolized, and your only competition is guess who? And we wonder why they beefing. All right, maybe it's just me, But even though this is all spiritual, but there's a reason, there's a method to the madness, for lack of better words, and a method to the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shem Yahshai make it happen. He controls everybody, and he's going to get everybody to move and buck up and gain control and lose control and do all this through whatever resource, whether it's a plague or war or economics. You know, hey, the Persian and the Medes, that was, damn near economics. Okay, it wasn't no like they was scrapping or nothing like that. It was just pure economics. Okay, but getting back to what I was saying is, it says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be to him as thou hadst wiped the looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. And this is why Haiti is going bananas, man. You know, though he humbleth himself, oh, you guys need help, and y'all need to let us help y'all, and this and that, and these vicious gangs are holding exports, you know what I'm saying, and this, and like, really, in all, we're getting news from them about what's going on, or not what is actually going on. So you gotta take that into account with Babylon, because they're renowned for switching stories, because once you can get to a different country and go into their news circuit, and you start hearing, then you hear how blatantly these people be lying, you know. But that's for a different thing for a different time. But getting back to it, they have on their own site of the U.S. relations with Haiti. This was updated in January 3rd, 2022. Okay, and I want to jump up to, we're going to jump to this, I believe it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the third paragraph. It says, it's like here, because it's a lot to it, man. That they're saying in this article, and it kind of pointing to the money, and pointing that money shows their intentions. Okay, it says, I'm gonna read the second paragraph. It says, for decades, Haiti has faced significant challenges, including natural disasters and environmental shocks, as well as multiple political crises. Despite these challenges, and with support from the United States, Haiti significantly improved basic health indicators, including reaching the critical milestone of 0 laboratory-confirmed cases of cholera since February 2019. Right? Programs to improve private sector competitiveness created more than 27,000 jobs, and almost 14,000 jobs have been created at the Coracol Industrial Park. Thanks, blah, blah. They're just tooting their own horn on their involvement with Haiti. Okay, nonetheless, this is what I want to get to. There's a little bit more of different sections. Nonetheless, Haiti continues to face many challenges and intensified gang and recurring political and civil arrests since July 2018. Right after that, natural disaster. Okay, and guess what? Who, since 2017, 2018, that oil reserve switched from who else to who? Babylon, America. America took over in 2018 with oil exports with around 290, 300 million, you know what I'm saying, per year, to nothing, to pretty much thousands of dollars, to hundreds of millions overnight, you know what I'm saying, millions to hundreds of millions, let's say like that, but in that very same year. But ever since they got their hands on that, all of a sudden civil unrest and all this is going on, you know what I'm saying, and you're providing jobs, but it's been, because you know why? Because there's changes that come with it, all right? The nation, hey, let's get it through the Spirit of the Lord, Because, hey, even though Haiti is Levi, I'll say that that doesn't mean that they haven't drinking of the cup either. Because Jake over there, just because you're Israelite don't mean you know, unless you know through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? All the prophets understand what's really going on. So, their leaders aren't, men that rely on the prophets or a prophet themselves. So they're going to make worldly decisions like any other nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is, okay? Because just because you're an Israelite don't make you special. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the elect at this point. The Lord is dealing with that, and that's what makes you special when the Lord sups with us. But we'll continue on. Jeremiah 51:7, it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You know what I'm saying? It's like as soon as they took the shot, they was mad. You know what I'm saying? As soon as Babylon got involved, there's been civil unrest, gangs, and most likely political crimes and dissension and civil unrest. Just see who follow the money. Once you follow the money, you're going to see who attached to it. And that's why these people don't, and it's not ironic that these people in 2022 are saying we do not want any of you guys here. So the scriptures tell you he has the fat of the earth, okay? And this is the part of it. He can just go anywhere and wherever he want. And through these politics and media driven ideas, they use it to manipulate their energy. Same goes with these wars. Even laws themselves of saying, even insinuating or saying something like this, even at this point in time, is a punishable crime via through Kanye and Alex Jones. Okay, they're showing you, they're cutting the words short because they want you to resist. They're about to move in such a blatant way that their lives have been structured so consistently and concrete. Even though it's a lie, it's just been going in this direction. More and more people are accepting it, and it's consistent gentium. Now, the more people can accept it, we're going to set these rules up to say that, okay, everybody's over here now. In order to stay over here, you got to believe this as fact. You got to deal with this as fact. This is the way genders are. This is the way this is at, But I digress. This is the devil being the devil. It goes more deeper than somebody going over there and handing them, oatmeal and cheese packets, man. Cheese packets. So it goes deeper than that. These people have an agenda, okay? Not only economically, children, the amount of people that went missing, all these things, man. And people don't follow that. They just are superficial. That's why it says, we're going to close it on this one. It says, Proverbs 14:15, it says, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. See? So, to be prudent is to see before, okay? Or to think it's to see before. Let me look it up to get the actual evidence here. It says wise, discerning, judicious, prudent with knowledge, deliberate, knowing, skilled, sagacious, circumspect, rarely, in literal sense, foreseeing. Contractions are provisions, present participle, look ahead, prepare, supply, act with foresight. So that means you're getting your Sherlock Holmes on. Okay, you walk into a situation, you're able to cognitively, okay, I'm about to walk into this building. This is what I'm expecting to do, Lord's will, and this is what I need to do to get there. This is how long I need to take. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't need you come to work. I don't need to make no friends here. I came to get my money, do my work, and be out of here. That's you being prudent to go and work. So we're supposed to be prudent to life, period, instead of just going and experiencing things mid action, like while you're in the moment, and try to insinuate, well, I'm rolling with the spirit. No, like there's a discipline to this thing too. There's a structure. But I digress. With that being said, I would say call Allah Yabashimi Al Shai, Barakakadash, Barakathum, Dabana Sa apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessed salutations to brothers out there teaching enduring truth, sincerity. Shalom.